Hello Kentucky. Chera Miligo is a great center that Kentucky has its eyes on. Stay tuned for exclusive news. Before the news, subscribe to the channel to receive more news from the Cats. The search for talent that can take the program to new heights is a constant in the team's philosophy, and the most recent name to emerge is center Chera Miligo. Miligo is a player who combines size, strength, and technical ability, characteristics that make him a valuable asset to any high-level college team. Although he is still a prospect in the class of 2027, Miligo is already attracting attention on the national scene, especially after his performance at the NEPSAC Showcase in late June. It was there that he really began to gain prominence, arousing interest not only from Kentucky, but also from traditional programs such as Alabama and Georgia, which quickly offered scholarships to the young center. This move by the major college basketball powers demonstrates that Miligo is not just a prospect, but rather an emerging talent whose impact could be felt for years to come. Chera Miligo currently plays for Cambridge Arts, Technology, and Science in Braintree, Massachusetts, where he has shown remarkable development in his game, although he is not yet listed in the On3 industry rankings. 247 Sports already ranks him as the 6th best center and the 51st best overall prospect in his class. These numbers, however, are just a small sample of the potential he carries within him. His imposing physical presence and his ability to dominate the paint are attributes that stand out. But what really sets Miligo apart is his offensive and defensive versatility. On offense, Miligo demonstrates an unusual skill for a player of his stature. The ability to move quickly and efficiently near the basket, in addition to showing delicate and precise touches on his shots. He is a reliable finisher in the paint, capable of converting tough layups and grabbing offensive rebounds for extra points. Additionally, his range and timing allow him to be a constant threat in pick and rolls, where he can either roll to the basket or space the play, depending on the situation. Defensively, Miligo is a true shot blocker. His positioning, sense, and ability to read opponents' plays make him a nearly insurmountable barrier in the paint. Not only does he protect the rim effectively, but he is also agile enough to track smaller players in switch situations, something that is increasingly valued in modern basketball. His presence on the court has the power to completely change the dynamic of a game, forcing opponents to rethink their offensive strategies. Kentucky's entry into the race for Miligo is a reflection of Mark Pope's strategic vision. The coach has shown a knack for identifying talent that can not only thrive individually, but also fit perfectly into the Wildcat system. With his experience and leadership, Pope knows that a player like Miligo can be the balance the team needs to remain competitive in the NCAA tournament. It's important to note that Kentucky's interest in Miligo is not just a bet on the present, but also an investment in the future. Recruiting high-caliber players in the 2027 class is essential to ensuring the program remains at the top of college basketball. Miligo represents exactly the type of athlete who can help build a solid foundation for years to come, bringing a combination of raw talent and growth potential that can be molded by the Wildcats coaching staff. While the recruiting process is still in its early stages, Kentucky's entry into the race for Chera Miligo is already generating excitement among fans. The prospect of seeing such a promising player in the blue and white uniform is something that has Pope's team hoping for. BBN, will he make it? And Julius Randle. Let's talk about this guy. Julius Randle, the former Kentucky Wildcats star and now one of the NBA's most important figures, is about to secure one of the most significant contracts of his career. According to information released by Shams Charania, the Minnesota Timberwolves are planning to offer the player a 3-year contract extension worth $100 million. This move not only reaffirms Randle's value as one of the most versatile and impactful players in the league, but also solidifies his role as a key piece in the Timberwolves' long-term project. The NBA offseason has officially begun following last week's draft, and teams are already moving quickly to bolster their rosters for next season. In Minnesota's case, the decision to secure Randle for 3 more years demonstrates the confidence the franchise has in his leadership ability and on-court performance. The player is expected to decline his $31 million player option for next season, opting to sign an extension that includes a new player option clause that runs through 2027 to 28, offering flexibility for both him and the team. Randle joined Minnesota last year as part of a trade involving another former Wildcat, Karl-Anthony Towns, and has been instrumental in the team's success ever since. Although he struggled early last season, a time when he had to adapt to a new team and system, the power forward showed resilience and talent by rebounding impressively in the second half of the season and in the playoffs. His numbers reflected that evolution. In 64 games played for the Timberwolves, Randle posted solid averages in points, rebounds, and assists, proving himself to be a well-rounded and reliable player. Plus, the team's numbers when Randle was on the court speak for themselves. Last season, Minnesota went 44-25 when he was available, compared to a disappointing 5-8 in games when he was not. This direct impact on the team's performance is one of the main reasons the team decided to invest heavily in keeping him. Now, Randall will have the opportunity to continue building on his partnership with Timberwolves star Anthony Edwards, forming a dynamic duo that can take the team to new heights in the years to come. For Julius Randle, this contract represents much more than a financial reward. It is recognition of his journey thus far. From his days as a standout with the Kentucky Wildcats, where he won titles and made his mark as one of the program's most dominant players, Randle has always been known for his work ethic and determination. He was selected by the New York Knicks in the 2014 NBA draft and, after stints with several franchises, finally found stability and success in Minnesota. Randle's resume includes 3 All-Star selections and a Most Improved Player MIP award in 2021 during his stellar season with the New York Knicks. Now, at 28, he is entering the prime of his career and appears poised to take on an even greater role as a leader and role model in the NBA. His combination of physical strength, technical ability, and game intelligence makes him a constant threat to opponents. Whether he's scoring near the basket, creating opportunities for his teammates, or defending with intensity, he is yet another example of the legacy of excellence built by the Cal program, which has consistently produced players capable of excelling in both college basketball and the NBA. People are certain that the Cats will produce more players of this caliber. Talking football now, there's this guy Garrett Witherington. The team continues to show its recruiting strength, with the addition of Garrett Witherington, a 3-star defensive lineman who officially committed to the program on Sunday. Originally from Briarwood Christian School in Alabama, Witherington is another valuable piece for the future of the defense, led by Stoops and his coaching staff. Ranked as the 113th best defensive lineman in the country and the 31st best prospect in the state of Alabama by 247 Sports, Witherington caught the attention of several traditional schools throughout his recruiting process. Among them were such big names as Notre Dame, Penn State, Miami, North Carolina, Memphis, Mississippi State, Vanderbilt, Georgia Tech, Boston College, and Stanford. However, it was Kentucky that ultimately earned his commitment, highlighting the program's growing reputation as an attractive destination for top-tier defensive talent. Witherington's decision was significantly influenced by his official visit to the Lexington campus on June 17th. During that visit, he had the opportunity to get a better feel for the program, interact with the coaches, and envision his future within the Wildcats game. That experience appears to have been a game-changer, especially when compared to recent visits he has made to other high-profile schools such as Stanford, Georgia Tech, Mississippi State, and Penn State. Witherington's size and physical strength make him a perfect fit to become a disruptor on the Wildcats' defensive line. He can be used to both pressure the quarterback and stop the run, providing flexibility to Brad White's defensive system. His ability to occupy space and control the line of scrimmage will be a valuable asset for Kentucky, especially in a conference as competitive as the SEC. Witherington's arrival brings the number of commits in Kentucky's 2026 Class 213, which now ranks 55th overall in 247 sports team rankings. This ranking reflects the strategic work of Mark Stoops and his staff, who have sought to build a balanced and competitive roster capable of facing the challenges posed by the conference and the national scene. For Kentucky fans, the addition of Witherington is yet another reason for optimism. He represents not only an immediate boost to the defensive line, but also a symbol of the program's continued progress on the national stage. His decision to choose the Wildcats, despite having offers from traditional schools like Notre Dame and Penn State, is a testament to the positive impact that Mark Stoops and his coaching staff have had on prospects. And we've seen that in recent days. The Wildcats' future looks brighter than ever, especially as recruiting is bubbling over with new players. Leave your comments.